Hello everyone. So last class I have completed the chapter and today I am going to start a new chapter. That new chapter name is amines. So make a heading amines. See, as the name indicates amines, so from amines you are remembering one thing, that is ammonia. So all the derivatives of ammonia are called as amines. Means for example you have NH3. So is an ammonia. From that NH3, if you start to replace the hydrogen, each hydrogen of ammonia with some other compound, so you will generate the amines. For example, see I write down here, this is NH3. Okay. Now this is a structure of NH3. Okay. So this is NHH. If you replace this hydrogen with some other thing, like example, if I replace this hydrogen with some alkyl group, so now this is an amine. Okay. This hydrogen. So hydrogen present in the ammonia are replaced one by another molecule like of alkyl or aryl. It can be R or it can be AR, either ring structure or a simple alkyl chain. Then the derivatives are called as amine. Other definition, organic compounds. First add derivation. Definition down. Organic derivatives obtained by replacing one by one hydrogen of ammonia, amines are obtained. Right on this definition. So by replacing the hydrogen of ammonia one by one, amines are obtained. So how the replacing is done by? So replacing of hydrogen of ammonia is done by alkyl, we call it as a R or aryl ring structure. This part either by alkyl or by aryl. See example, for example I was having NH3. From this NH3, one NH I have replaced with CH3. So I got here CH3 NH2. Now this is an amine. Okay, we say as a methylamine. Okay, then another hydrogen I can replace. So I can write down one more hydrogen replace CH3, here N, here H, and here again CH3. Clear? So in this way each hydrogen can be replaced by either alkyl or by aryl. If you replace NH2 is also amine group, NH also, N also. So tertiary amine, secondary amine, that I will come. But you go on replacing the hydrogen of ammonia with alkyl or aryl, the structure you will obtain, the product you will obtain, the organic compounds you obtain, that organic compounds are called as amines. For example, another example, either NH3. So one hydrogen if I replace with aryl group, so that is also nothing but your amines. Okay. Instead of AR, I can write down like this also. Benzamine. Yes or no? Benzylamine. NH2. Example. So in this way we can write down number of examples. Write down. Clear this part? So what you have to do? You have to take the ammonia, and from this ammonia you minus hydrogen, you do the hydrogen minus and add alkyl or aryl. Then you will get a what? Amines, either NH2R or NH2AR. You can write down in this way also, RNH2 or ARNH2. So this is nothing but your amines. Write down. Take a screenshot. Clear? So from ammonia starts to replace the hydrogen of ammonia, you will get start to replace the hydrogen of ammonia with alkyl or aryl. The organic compound you will generate, that is amines. See, there are 3 hydrogen in ammonia. So go on replacing the hydrogen. First remove the hydrogen. So one hydrogen removed. So one alkyl or aryl will come. One alkyl or one aryl will come. Will generate one amine, that is NH2R. Again one more hydrogen. So NHR2. One more hydrogen, NR3. So go on replacing each hydrogen of ammonia, and instead of replacing attach alkyl or aryl group, then you will obtain an organic compound. That organic compound is known as amines. Clear this part? Chalo, why amines we are going to study? See, The reason is amines are very important because its biological importance is also there and amines is everywhere. See, what is the importance of studying amines here? See, amines are present in main to first. Amines importance. We will see this here. Why you have to study the amines? I will give you 2-3 medical names also, 2-3 tablet names. You write down this just now. See, amines are very important because it is present in amino acid. It is present in amino acid. And amino acid means what, beta? Basic. It's an basic unit. It's a basic unit of protein. Yes or no? And protein is present in our body, and protein is essential for our body. So amines you have to study. So importance of amines is what? It is present in the amino acid. Amines are present in the amino acid, and amino acid is a basic unit of a protein. So protein consists of a amino acid. So protein is useful for our body. So when protein is useful for our body, means amino acid is also useful for our body, and amino acid is form of amines. So amines are also having an importance of our health life. So for example, see what is amino acid structure? This is one carbon. Yes or no? Amino acid means here NH2 amine group, here carboxylic acid group, here one alkyl chain, and here one H. So this is nothing but your amino acids. So why it is called amino acid? It will come in the protein. Which chapter? I forgot the biomolecules. Biomolecules ending, you will have a topic known as a protein. So there it will come. Okay, so this is nothing but your amino acid structure. See here. So here amines is coming. So these amines, if it is not there, amino acid would have not formed. Amino acid would have not formed. Proteins would have not formed. So protein is essential for our body. Means amine is essential for our body. So first is it is present in the amino acid and basic unit of a protein. Next, it is also present in the vitamins. Vitamins. What is the name of what is the actual name of vitamins, beta? Vitamins are also vital amines. See here. So these are the amines which are essential for our body. Third, it is present in alkaloids. It is present in alkaloids. Okay, alkaloids are nothing but a what? Nitrogenous substance. And nitrogenous substance means what, beta? Amines. Nitrogenous substance means what? Amines, no? NH2. Yes or no? So nitrogenous substance, and nitrogenous substance means amine, because amine contain nitrogen, ammonia contain main nitrogen, and amines are derivative from ammonia. So alkaloids are nothing but nitrogenous substance. Okay, nitrogenous substance. Example: Ayurvedic medicines. So where these alkaloids are present? Ayurvedic medicine, you know, Ayurvedic medicines. Then I can add down homeopathic medicines. Homeopathic medicines. Okay. Then in green leafy vegetables. Green leafy vegetables. See, actually, alkaloids are nothing but where you can see the alkaloids. You know, sometimes when you are going to some homeopathic doctor or Ayurvedic doctor, they will give you some tablets which are very, very tiny circular tablets, very small, nani godiyo, and they will ask you to consume twice in a day, 3 twice in a day, or 4 small tablets 4 times in a day. Just you have to keep in your mouth and you have to chew it. Yes or no? So that kind of a things are known as what? Alkaloids. So it is present in the alkaloid. And morphines also alkaloids. So morphines means Popeye plants. From that when there is a Popeye plant, from this Popeye seeds will come, from that morphines will come. We can form a LSD, or we can form a what that all type of drugs which are coming, no? That LSD, charas, ganja, that all. Clear this part? So that all are coming under the morphines. Clear? So that type of a drug, if you take this type of a drug, morphines kind of a drugs are given, like that charas, or you can say like cocaine, or that all are the drugs which are given to the patient of cancer. Okay, but if you take the smaller amount and if you go and start to take, so it will be habit for you, and it is bad for the person who is consuming regularly. It may cause a death also. But that kind of tablets or medicine like of morphine, especially I gave you the name like cocaine, so that type of drugs are given to the cancer patient so that they can bear that type of a pain. Clear? So morphine, that all things are what? Alkaloids. That all things are alkaloids. Take a screenshot. The next we are going to see, write down certain tablet name, write down beta. Write down. Adrenaline and ephedrine. Adrenaline, write down, make a note, adrenaline and ephedrine. Adrenaline and ephedrine. Write down. Adrenaline and ephedrine are the biological active compounds used to increase the blood pressure. Used to increase the blood pressure. Adrenaline and ephedrine are the biological compound, or you can say the tablets, which is used to increase the blood pressure. Okay, and in this secondary amine is present. So in both the tablet, secondary amine is present. Just now I will tell you what do you mean by secondary amine and primary amine. So in this secondary amine is present. So adrenaline and ephedrine are the two biological active drugs which increase the blood pressure, and in which kind of amine is present? Secondary amine is present. Write down next, Novocaine. Novocaine is a one type of anesthesia. Novocaine is a one type of anesthesia given in dentistry. See, for example, when you are going to do the root canal, or when you are going to take, or when you are going to put the silver cap or one cap on your teeth, if your teeth is broken, so they will give you one injection so that much part of your teeth will not feel the pain while doing whatever the dentist is doing. So that type of drugs you are going to give is Novocaine. So Novocaine is given as an anesthesia. It is a local anesthesia and it is used in a dentistry. Next, write down Benadryl. Benadryl is an antihistamine drug. Benadryl. You know Benadryl cough syrup? Benadryl. Write down Benadryl. Benadryl is an antihistamine drug. Benadryl is an antihistamine drug. Consists of tertiary amino group. Consists of 3-degree amino group. Write down Benadryl is an antihistaminic drug. Benadryl is an antihistaminic drug. Benadryl is an antihistaminic drug which consists of a 3-degree amino group. Next, write down surfactants, or you can write down quaternary. I will tell you what is everything, every name I will tell you. Quaternary amines are used as surfactants. So surfactants means what? Beta, surfactants means Ariel, Tide, yes or no, Nirma powder. These all are surfactants. So quaternary amines are used as a surfactants. Quaternary amines are used as a surfactants. Quaternary amines are used as a surfactants. Clear? Chalo. So take a screenshot. Next we are going to see the primary amines. Sorry, classification of amines. Chalo. So next is classification of amines. In that, first is primary amine. So primary amine, I will tell each and every, and I will give you the notes also, or 1-degree amine. Second is secondary amine. Or I can write down 2-degree amine. Third is tertiary amine. Tertiary amine, or I can write down 3-degree amine. Okay. Fourth is, which is not in your course I guess, but understand, quaternary amine. Quaternary, I don't know, but understand here, quaternary amine. Now it is not a 4-degree amine, but it is called as a quaternary amine. What? I will tell you. Fifth is simple amine. And sixth is complex amine. Sorry, mixed amine. Some book they have written complex, some book they have written mixed. You write on mixed amine. So these are the classification of amine. Actually important are three only, but these three also you have to understand. See better. What do you mean by primary amine? First, the primary amine are one in which one hydrogen of ammonia is replaced by R or AR. So, one hydrogen of ammonia is replaced by R or AR, it's an primary amine or 1 degree amine, it's an 1 degree amine. So, how sir? See beta, this is ammonia. So, this hydrogen is removed, yes or no, to replace what? R, or here it can be AR. So, that generation, another compound what is generated, it is known as a primary amine. So, I can write the structure of primary amine RNH2 or ARNH2. These are nothing but your primary amine. Clear? CH3, NH2 example, or just now I given one example here, benzene ring NH2. Yes or no? CH3, CH2, NH2. Okay? So these all are the examples of primary amine. Methylamine, ethylamine, yes or no? Benzylamine. Right on. And this we call as a what beta? Very famous aniline. Yes or no? Benzylamine is known as a what? Aniline. Right on. Right on. If one hydrogen at first let us primary amine 1 degree amine. Primary amine 1 degree amine. Written lakho. If one hydrogen atom of ammonia molecule, if one hydrogen atom of ammonia molecule is replaced by alkyl or aryl, primary into bracket 1 degree amine is formed. Primary or 1 degree amine is formed. Primary or 1 degree amine is formed. Clear? Write down the examples. Beta. Written? Then similarly we will go with the secondary and tertiary, and then I will tell the quaternary amine. Clear? Done this? Chalo. Next. If I replace 2 hydrogen, yes or no? So it will form secondary amine. Secondary amine means 2 degree here, no? Here 2 degree amine. So 2 hydrogen of NH3 is replaced by R or AR, it's an 2 degree amine. So here this hydrogen also will be replaced by R or AR. Here. So it can be like this also, N, R, AR. It is not compulsion that if it is R, then also here should be also R. No. Here AR, here R, here R, here AR, here AR, here AR, R, anything. So this is also 2 degree amine. Yes or no? So I can write down here R2NH. Yes or no? See R2NH or ARNH, AR2NH. So this is the basic structure of a 2 degree amine. The basic structure of 2 degree amine. Clear this part? Clear? So how to write down this? Or I can write down like this also, RNHR. Or like ketone, RNHR, because we are keeping the ketone in the center also. In this way also we can write down. So see here, CH3NH, CH2CH3, and we are very good with the name. So I am not doing the IUPAC naming today. Means I will not doing this because you know the naming. This is methyl and this is ethyl. So ABCD rule. So ethyl methylamine, same as ketone, like okay. Ethyl methyl amine. Clear this part? Or here I can write like this also. This is benzene ring. Here this is NH2 but instead of NH, one hydrogen will replace, and I will write down here CH3. So this is also 2 degree amine, because I told you around NH, AR or R or both AR, this is a 2 degree amine. What is the name of this? The name of this is methyl phenyl amine or methyl aniline, because this NH2 only have replaced, no? So methyl aniline, or you can say methyl phenyl amine. Write down this. Clear? Done this? Take a screenshot. Naming, you know IUPAC naming, so I am not doing it. Jatiya sir would have done. Just I will start from this. After this classification, I am starting the structures of amine. Okay. After structure, directly I will start the preparation. Today we have very long lecture, so please focus it. As soon as possible, I complete this chapter. Done this? Take a screenshot. Chalo, I will go with the tertiary amine. We'll go with the tertiary amine. So 3 hydrogen of NH3. 3 hydrogen of NH3 replaced by AR or AR. This is called as a 3 degree amine. So here all the hydrogen will be replaced. So here also now, instead of this H, here R or AR. Okay. So here H. So this is also amine. If you put here 2R and 1 AR, or 3 of the AR, or 3 of the R, or 2 AR and 1 R, all are 3 degree amine only. Clear? The structure is R3N. AR3N. Clear this part? You can write down in this way also. Clear this part? Chalo. So we'll see this now. See this. Or I can write down in this way also. N, R, here R, and lone pair. Or here N, here AR, here also AR. So this is also 3 degree amine. Clear? So I can write down here N, CH3, and CH3, trimethylamine. This is nothing but what your trimethylamine. Another example I can write down of taking aniline, NCH3, CH3. So what is the name of this? N-dimethyl aniline. Yes or no? Because I have replaced aniline, no? Bhai, આ તો aniline છે. Aniline ને જ replace કરું છું ને, આ બે હાઇડ્રોજન કરતા replace કરું છું ભાઈ R થી. તો હવે એને 1 નાખે, હું કે ભાઈ NN, this all you know what I am telling NN, this naming has been done. NN dimethyl, ના કેનું ડેરિવેટિવ છે? અનિલિનનું, યા તો NN dimethyl phenyl amine. Yes or no? Methyl phenyl amine, યા તો NN dimethyl phenyl amine, યા તો NN dimethyl aniline. Better you give this name only. NN dimethyl aniline. Write down this. Taken? Take a screenshot now. Now what is my quaternary amine? It's only logic, just to understand. Okay, no need of definition, just I will show you. Simple amine and mixed amine, you do write down here. Oh, Mari. Done? Can I go for next now? Chal. So next is quaternary amine. Quaternary amine. Beta, this is ammonia. Okay. So here ammonia, first you make a 3 degree amine. Yes or no? Clear? Now after making a 3 degree amine, beta, there is a one lone pair on this nitrogen. So if this nitrogen of its lone pair, one of its lone pair, if it donate to hydrogen, yes or no? So one who takes the lone pair, yes or no? Because you know, if H plus comes here, now H plus is having 0 electron. Last class also we have done this, many a time we have done this. It is 1 electron and 1 proton. If it lose 1 electron, so H will become H plus. So here 0 electron but 1 proton is there. That's why it is called as also proton. So if H plus comes to the nitrogen, so this nitrogen will donate its lone pair to this H plus and make a bond, which is known as a coordinate covalent bond. And one who gives the electron creates positive charge. So nitrogen will have a positive charge, which I am showing here. So this type of amines form is called as a quaternary amine. That's it. Nothing on this number of things are going to come. No reactions are going to come. Just to tell what do you mean by quaternary amine. So quaternary amine is what? If a 3-degree amine nitrogen, the nitrogen of 3-degree amine. If nitrogen of 3-degree amine, you can see here, each hydrogen is replaced by R or AR. Yes or no? So if the nitrogen of 3-degree amine donate its lone pair to H plus, and forms a cation, which is known as a NR3H plus, or I can add on like this also, NR3H plus. But this positive charge is on beta on this nitrogen, because nitrogen is donating its lone pair to the hydrogen like NH4 plus. So this type of a formation species we call as a quaternary amine. Right on this. Whatever this is formed, no, this kind of a species, whatever it is formed, it's called as a quaternary amine. It is clear? I hope you are understanding. Understood the structure of a quaternary amine? Done this? Chalo. Next we are going to see the simple amine and mixed amine. This you write down. Write down. Simple amine. If all the alkyl group, write down, first write down, if all the alkyl group or aryl group in the amines are same, if all the alkyl group or aryl group in the amines are same, it is called a simple amine. If all the alkyl group or aryl group in the amines are same, then it is called simple amine. See one example I will tell you. See, this cannot come, no, RNH2, because one is only one alkyl group. So minimum here 2 degrees required. Suppose see, this is 2-degree amine, here R, here also R. So this is simple amine. Example, see beta, this is NH, here CH3, here also CH3. Clear? Suppose this is NH, here also benzene ring, so here also benzene ring. Clear? So simple amine was like this only. Suppose if I have 3-degree also, so here CH3, here CH3, here CH3, simple amine. Similarly here CH2 CH3, but here also CH2 CH3, and here one H. Yes, it is a simple amine, because see the alkyl group, same alkyl groups are there, same alkyl group are there, same aryl group is there, same alkyl group is there, then it is called a simple amine. One more example, here also one benzene ring. If I say benzene ring to be pH, so here also pH, here also pH, phenyl, so pH. This is also same alkyl or aryl group, simple amine. Different alkyl or aryl group, mixed amine. Write down. This example write down. Written. Next you write down mixed amine. Mixed amine you write down. If the alkyl or aryl groups, in the amines are not same, if the alkyl or aryl groups in the amines are not same, it's called mixed amine. If all the alkyl or aryl group in the amines are not same, it is called a mixed amine. If all the alkyl or aryl groups in the amines are not same, it is called a mixed amine. Clear? So we will see the example of mixed amine. Mixed amine. See here. Suppose if I have NH, so here one R will come, but here R dash will come. See, group is different. Or for 3-degree also I can say N, here R, but here R dash. See, again groups are different. So this has nothing but a mixed amine. Instead of R, AR also can be there. See here. Suppose this is NH, here CH3, but here I will write down pH, phenyl. mixed amine, that is benzene ring. So benzene ring, I'm writing pH. Don't get confused. Okay. Similarly, if I write down here N, here I write down CH3, here I write down CH3, but here I write down CH2CH3. Yes or no? Here I write down CH2CH3. This is a mixed amine. Clear? Write down this. And all has a lone pair. Huh? Yeah, write down this. This is a mixed amine. Clear? So now we are going to see the next structure. Done this part? I hope you are understanding. Yeah, this is very easy chapter, and it's not bit long also. It's not bit lengthy also. It's very easy. Okay. As soon as I will try to complete this, and after this chapter I will go to the say polymers. Polymers. Clear? And then your course is over. So I hope within January 15 or 20 your course will get over. Maximum. Chalo. Done this? Okay. Can I go for next? Okay. So make a heading now. Make a heading, that is structure of amines. First we will see the structure of ammonia. So first we will see the structure. Okay. See whether in ammonia, so this is the structure of ammonia. The structure expected was like this. But due to the presence of lone pair here, so there is a repulsion between lone pair and bond pair. So the structure has converted bit like this. H, and here H. Okay. So the structure was expected to be like this, but actually the structure, because of the repulsion between bond pair and lone pair, the structure was like this. Clear? Because the repulsion between bond pair lone pair is too much, then the lone pair bond pair. Clear this part? Chalo. So the repulsion between bond pair and lone pair is high, then the bond pair. So the structure had become bit bent. The hybridization what beta? The nitrogen hybridization was sp3 hybridization because single bond. Next, geometry. Geometry was tetrahedral. Yes or no? Geometry was tetrahedral. But what is the actual shape? Pyramidal, no? Tetrahedral. sp3 geometry should be tetrahedral, but actual shape is what beta? Pyramidal. Due to a lone pair. Because of this lone pair, the shape is pyramidal. And bond angle is 107 degree. It will be 109 degree 28 minutes, but it is 107 degree because of this angle. Clear? So shape is, actual shape is what beta? Pyramidal. Clear? And this hydrogen are a very small group. Yes or no? So here repulsion will be there. But if I take one other example, like say if I take the example of methyl, here CH3, here CH3, here CH3. Now this CH3 is bigger group. When CH3 is bigger group, so here repulsion will be more as compared to here. જો ભાઈ આ હાઇડ્રોજન નાના ગ્રુપ છે તો અહીંયા રિપલ્શન તો છે જ બોન્ડ પેરના વચમાં. ચાલો અહીંયા રિપલ્શન છે. હવે CH3 છે. આ મોટો ગ્રુપ છે હાઇડ્રોજન કરતા. તો મોટા ગ્રુપ હશે તો આમાં ઝાઝા ઇલેક્ટ્રોન હશે. ઝાઝા ઇલેક્ટ્રોન હશે હાઇડ્રોજન કરતા તો એ રિપલ્શન વધશે. રિપલ્શન વધવાના કારણે આ જે બે એંગલ છે ઝાઝુઝા ખુલશે. કેટલા ખુલશે ભાઈ? એંગલ થશે તમારું સ્લાઇટલી મોર 108 ડિગ્રી. It is 108 degree no given in the book. Wait minute, 1 minute. Yes, it is 108 degree. Clear? Why sir? So why? આ મોનોનો સ્ટ્રક્ચર છે, આ ટર્શરી મિથાઇલ અમાઇનનો સ્ટ્રક્ચર છે. તો કેમ આ બોન્ડ એંગલ વધી ગયું? આ હાઇડ્રોજન છે, આ મિથાઇલ છે. હાઇડ્રોજન એક નાનો ગ્રુપ છે, મિથાઇલ હાઇડ્રોજનના કમ્પેરમાં એક મોટો ગ્રુપ છે. આમાં ઝાઝા ઇલેક્ટ્રોન હશે હાઇડ્રોજનના કરતા. તો અહીંયા ઇલેક્ટ્રોનના વચમાં રિપલ્શન વધશે. અહીંયા એટલું, અહીંયા બી રિપલ્શન છે પણ આના કરતાં ઓછું હશે. તો અહીંયા બોન્ડ એંગલ 107 ડિગ્રી હોય તો અહીંયા રિપલ્શન વધ્યું તો બોન્ડ એંગલ વધે 108 ડિગ્રી. બાકી બધું સેમ મતલબ શેપ કેટલું ભાઈ? પિરામિડલ. યસ ઓર નો? Why pyramidal shape? Shape should be tetrahedral, no? The reason is because of this lone pair. So shape becomes pyramidal. Geometry, tetrahedral. Yes or no? It should be tetrahedral, but the shape is what? Pyramidal. Why the shape is pyramidal? Because of this lone pair. And here also nitrogen is sp3 hybridized. Okay? Nitrogen is sp3 hybridized. Pyramidal shape. Okay? Geometry expected was tetrahedral, but the shape is pyramidal due to the lone pair. Done this beta? Chalo. Done? Written? Chalo. So clear? So this you can write down from the textbook. Okay? Okay, chalo. Clear now? So why this bond angle increases? Because it is a big and bulky group. That's why. Big and bulky group. Hence, repulsion increases. That's why angle is increasing. This can they can ask, reason they can ask. Chalo, done? So now next topic we are going to see is IUPAC nomenclature. You can do of yourself better because sir has done and you are very good with the IUPAC nomenclature. Okay. So I am directly starting with the preparation of amines. So I have nearly 2 to 3 preparation we are going to see today. So make a heading preparation of amines. Make a heading preparation of amines. Clear? Chalo, so make a note. Preparation of amines. Please focus here. Chalo, first is reduction of nitro group. Okay, but nitro group means dash NO2. This you know, nitrobenzene, and you studied. Okay. So we are taking nitrobenzene and we are reacting with the reducing agent like hydrogen, and this hydrogen is excess. This hydrogen is excess in the presence of palladium, okay, and ethanol. So please remember this all reaction because it will be very helpful by doing the conversion, and from this chapter number of conversions will come. So this basic small basic reaction, if you remember, the conversion will be very easy. So what will happen? This hydrogen is in excess. Okay, ખાલી એક હાઇડ્રોજન નથી, ઘણા બધા હાઇડ્રોજન છે. તો આમાંથી ઘણા બધા હાઇડ્રોજનમાંથી એક હાઇડ્રોજન ઓક્સિજન સાથે રિપ્લેસ કરીને H2O બનાવી નાખે ને બીજો કોઈ એક હાઇડ્રોજન એના ભેગું રિપ્લેસ થઈને આ બેસી જશે. તો તમારું થઈ ગયું અમાઇનની પ્રિપેરેશન NH2. Okay, you can remove water if you want, but not required. And this is also known as a benzyl amine or aniline. So this is also one preparation of aniline. Clear? Here you can use instead of palladium, platinum also, but platinum is very costly, and instead of palladium you can use here ethanol also. The reason is this is all our if you think at industrial level, so palladium will be very costly. Better you use ethanol to do the reaction. Okay, just remember the excess hydrogen is there, means here only there is not only one hydrogen, there are number of hydrogen. So out of that number of hydrogen, one hydrogen will replace with oxygen to form water, and one hydrogen will attach with this nitrogen to form aniline. This is the first process. Clear? Second process, I can go with same reaction as I told you, because this palladium is very costly. If I want to make the aniline bit cheaper way, so I have to reduce. I can put here also like this. If you put ring or like this, you understood now. So palladium was a very costly metal. So to reduce the cost, what I have to do? I can change the reagent also, and that reagent is either Sn plus HCl or Fe plus HCl. So in their presence also reduction can be occurred, and you can got the compound like NH2. So they will also provide the hydrogen. Number of hydrogen will react with this oxygen to form water, and hydrogen will be replaced to get a what? Aniline here. Please remember these reagents and this reaction, that if you react the nitrobenzene with hydrogen and palladium in the presence of a ethanol, then here you can use platinum also, but platinum is a very costly metal. You can use palladium, you can use platinum, nickel. So these all are very costly metal. But if you want to go in bit cheaper way, so with the same nitrobenzene you can prepare aniline by using the reagent either Sn plus HCl and Fe plus HCl. See, you know, sometime from your home, sometime from at your home, that bhangarwala will come and bhangarwala will take the bhangars. Iron rust, iron scrap they are taking from at your home, and you would be thinking that iron scrap, it is not useful for us, what they would have been doing. So they will sell to this kind of industry to do the reaction. They would be selling to this kind of industry to do the reaction. Write down this. Clear? So next we are going to see ammonolysis. I write down there only. Sure. So next you can write down. Next topic is ammonolysis of alkyl halide. Ammonolysis of alkyl halides. Clear? Ammonolysis means what? Adding ammonia to whom? Alkyl halide. So better take ammonia and take alkyl halide, Rx. Clear this part? Now see here. As you know, this R and X, this R will have a partially positive charge and this X will have a partially negative charge due to its high electronegative nature. Now what we will do? Now this nitrogen will have a one lone pair. This one lone pair will be donated to this Rx. Yes or no? And there will be generation of like this. Generation will be like this. RNH3X. It will be like this species will be generated. RNH3X. See, NH3RX will be generated, no? But we write down in this way. RNH3X. Clear? RNH3X. You remember in this way. I know you write down like this. NH3RX. No, don't write down like this. Write down RNH3X. RNH3X. Clear? Understanding? Okay, or we will try in that manner also, not a issue. So, RNH3X. Clear? Now what will happen? Now, this RNH3X, this has given the electron ammonia, yes or no? So, they will be having the partially negative charge, it will have a partially positive charge, it will have partially negative charge. Beta NH3RX, instead of NH3RX, you add on RNH3X. Now who has given the electron? This nitrogen has given the electron, so it will get partially positive charge, it will get partially negative charge. Now what to do? Now react with NaOH. Now what will happen? See here NaOH, here Na and OH. This X minus will react with this OH, with this Na. So forms what? NaX. So this is story is over. Now see, this NH3 is also having the positive. Now this NH3 is having the positive, means if it gives one hydrogen, this positive side, see here NH3 means it is a requirement of electron. Yes or no? So out of this H, out of 3H, 1 H he will donate to this OH. Why this H? See beta, ammonia can form maximum up to 1 bond. NH3 can make maximum up to 1 bond. Yes or no? Now here NH3 has formed 2 bond. So out of this H, 1 H, out of this 3H, 1 H will be removed and react with this OH minus to form H2O. So remaining is what beta? RNH2, primary amine. See, RNH2 will be formed here. Clear? Not understood. See, once more we will see this. This is important. Ammonolysis of alkyl halide. See, take NH3 plus alkyl halide RX. Partially negative charge, partially positive charge. So this will donate to this. So what will be generated? I can write like this also, H3N RX. Yes or no? Yes sir. Done this portion. Who has given the electron beta? Ammonia has given the electron, will create positive charge. Clear? Because he has given the electron, so create positive charge. Now see here. This NH3X I can write like this also. NH2H. Okay. And it is having the plus charge. Okay. Here R, here X. This is having partially negative charge. Okay. This will react with NaOH. What will happen? This will get split to form Na plus OH minus. This X minus, this Na plus will form NaX. Chalo, this is gone. Now see, NH2 is plus. If I remove this H plus, so H will be removed as H plus. So this plus will go from here because he is in need of electron. Who? Nitrogen is in need of electron. So this nitrogen will start to attract the electron from this H, and H will be removed as H plus. So this H will be removed as H plus. So there is OH minus. So forms what? H2O. and you will get NH2R. You will get NH2R or RNH2 or RNH2. Understood? Once more we will see, because this is very important. That's why I am doing again and again. It's very easy chapter, but certain things you should remember. You take ammonia, you take alkyl halide. Chalo, done? Chalo. So this alkyl halide is partially negative, partially positive charge, partially negative charge. This nitrogen is having lone pair, it will donate here. So what will form? H3N RX. Who has given the electron? Nitrogen has given its lone pair to R, so it will create positive charge, it will create minus charge. Now see here. This NH3 I can write like this also, NH2 and here H, and it is having positive charge. So here R and here X. Now I will react with NaOH. See this is minus, so this will be removed as minus, no? So here Na plus and OH minus. So this Na plus and X minus will form what beta? NaX. So story over. Now see here. Now nitrogen is in need of electron because it is having the plus charge. So one who has given the electron to make a new bond, now he has to make a new bond. So this electron will be donated here. So this nitrogen, to satisfy its positive charge, it will start to attract the electron from this hydrogen, because he is in need of electron. So it will start to attract the electron from the hydrogen. So when it starts to attract the electron from hydrogen, this H will be removed as H plus. So this H will be removed as H plus, will react with this OH minus to form H2O. And here there will be formation of NH2R, or I can write down RNH2. Write down this, and there is one lone pair here. This is primary. This is known as ammonolysis. So in this way also you can prepare the ammonia. Write down next. Okay. Now see here. Done this. Chalo. Now we will go further here. How further? The reason is, see, I got to know that, see, finally when I added Rx with one ammonia, I got RNH2. So I can write down like this also. If I take ammonia, if I take Rx, alkyl halide, if I react ammonia, okay, or I can write down like this also. See in exam how it will be written. We are in chapter amines, so I will take ammonia. In this ammonia, first I am reacting with Rx. See beta. So this ammonia is first react with Rx. I got some compound, and second reagent I have used NOH. So I have taken ammonia. First reagent I have taken Rx, and second reagent I have taken is NaOH. Then I got what beta? RNH2. Final result what was? For RNH2, I have taken the ammonia and first I react with Rx. Some intermediate compound I formed. That intermediate compounds I reacted with NOH. So I got what? RNH2. I got what? RNH2. Clear this part? Chalo. Again this RNH2. Further, if I react with Rx, and second time again if I repeat the same reaction, what I will get? I will get here RNHR. Further, if I react with first time with Rx, and second time if I react with NOH, then again one more hydrogen will be replaced and I will get RNRR. Because here see, I have taken 3 hydrogen, first time reacting with Rx and second time reacting with NOH. So one hydrogen was replaced and it was substituted by R. So here one hydrogen was replaced and R has come. Second time if I do, again one more hydrogen will be replaced and R will come. Third time if I do, one more hydrogen will be replaced, R will come. So finally I will get this compound. It means by using ammonolysis I can prepare 1 degree amine, because this is 1 degree amine. See, just now only I told 1 degree amine. This is what? 2 degree amine. And this is what? 3 degree amine. So this is your completely ammonolysis. Okay. Just you to react with alkyl halide and NOH, so you will get what? Amine. Again further if I react with Rx and NOH. Now what is the space, sir? There is no space. Beta, there is a space. Aji ek jagya khali cha, lone pair. Che ke nathi? Yes, there is a one lone pair. So what I will get? At each and every time R is added. At each and every time R is added. So here also I will add the R. So I will add the R. But now this nitrogen will donate its lone pair, and one who donates the lone pair creates positive sign. So I will obtain the species known as a R4N plus. Okay. So this is your complete ammonolysis. Clear? And I will got a what? Quaternary amine. Quaternary amine. So in this way, quaternary amine also can be prepared. Read on this. The next I will go to the preparation from nitrile compounds, and then we will go from the amines, and then I will wind up the lecture. Understood this? Are you understanding or not? Clear? So first time if you react with RX and NOH, you will get 1 degree amine. Second time if you react with RX and NOH, 2 degree amine. Third time 3 degree amine. So each and every time you see, each hydrogen is replaced by R on reacting with RX and NOH. This is the actual mechanism I have shown here, how I got this. In short, I can show like this also. So this is the first method to replace only one hydrogen. Again, if I take this 1 degree amine, and if I do the same reaction with the same step, I will obtain 2 degree amine. Then I will obtain 3 degree amine. Further, if I do, I will get quaternary amine. Yes or no? This I told you just now. What do you mean by quaternary amine? Done this? So next, make a heading from nitrile groups. From this all, please remember, because it will come in the conversion from nitrile groups, or nitrile beta what? Cyano group, no? CN. Cyano group itself are known as what? Nitrile groups. So here I will take R, C triple bond N, and I will react. See this reaction, I will react with hydrogen in the presence of palladium or nickel, or again if I take the sodium amalgam in the presence of ethanol. So these two reagent I can take. So what will happen, you know? Here complete reduction will take place. Means this both the bond will get break. This both the bond will get break, and you will obtain RCH2 NH2. Okay? Methylamine. Yes or no? Now see here. So these products you will obtain. Yes, these products you will obtain. Complete reduction will take place. Both the bond will get broke. But sir, instead I will take the same reagent. I will take the same reactant, and instead of this reagent, hydrogen and palladium, and this, if I take this reaction, SnCl2 plus HCl, then what will happen? But here partial reduction will take place. Partial reduction will take place. Partial reduction means only one bond will get break. See here both the bonds are breaking. Clear? So complete reduction will take place. Here only one bond will get break. Only one bond will get break. If you break only one bond, what you will get? You will get here RCH, because one bond will get break. So 2 electron will come out. So एक इलेक्ट्रॉन आया, तो हर एक इलेक्ट्रॉन ऊपर H આવી જશે, NH. અહીંયા બે ઇલેક્ટ્રોન તૂટે તો 4 ઇલેક્ટ્રોન બહાર નીકળે, તો બે અહીંયા તો અહીંયા 2H2, અહીંયા 2H2. ડન ધીસ? ભાઈ અહીંયા બે ઇલેક્ટ્રોન તૂટે કેમ કે યાદ રાખવાનું કે ભાઈ નાઇટ્રાઇલ ગ્રુપમાં બે કન્ડિશન છે. અગર હું આ રિએજન્ટ યુઝ કરું તો કમ્પ્લીટ રિડક્શન થશે. કમ્પ્લીટ રિડક્શન મતલબ બે બોન્ડ તૂટશે. બે બોન્ડ તૂટવાથી 4 ઇલેક્ટ્રોન બહાર નીકળે, તો બે અહીંયા ઇલેક્ટ્રોન આવે, બે અહીંયા ઇલેક્ટ્રોન આવે, મતલબ અહીંયા બે હાઇડ્રોજન, અહીંયા બે હાઇડ્રોજન. પાર્શિયલ રિડક્શન કરવાથી મતલબ એક બોન્ડ તૂટશે. એક બોન્ડ તૂટે તો બે ઇલેક્ટ્રોન બહાર નીકળે, તો એક ઇલેક્ટ્રોન અહીંયા, એક ઇલેક્ટ્રોન અહીંયા, તો એક H અહીંયા આવશે. So this is partial reduction, and this reagent SnCl2 plus HCl is known as a Stephan reagent. Stephan's reagent, and this reaction itself is known as a Stephan's reaction. Clear? Again further if I react with again Stephan reaction સાથે પાછું reaction કરું, Stephan reagent પાછું લગાવી દઉં, તો ભાઈ Stephan reagent કેટલા બોન્ડ તોડે છે? એક જ બોન્ડ તોડે છે. તો પાછું અહીં Stephan reagent કેટલા બોન્ડ તોડશે? એક જ બોન્ડ તોડશે. એક બોન્ડ તોડશે, આ પાછું એક બોન્ડ તૂટે, એક ઇલેક્ટ્રોન અહીંયા આવે, એક ઇલેક્ટ્રોન અહીંયા આવે, તો એક હાઇડ્રોજન આવી જાય. So either this is called as a partial reduction. So this is also very important naming reaction, Stephan reagent. તો યાદ રાખવાનું કે જ્યારે Stephan reagent હશે તો partial reduction થશે. partial નો મતલબ 3 માંથી એક બોન્ડ તૂટશે, બે ઇલેક્ટ્રોન બહાર નીકળશે, બે હાઇડ્રોજન, એક કાર્બન, એક નાઇટ્રોજન ને મળશે. અગર હું હાઇડ્રોજન, પેલેડિયમ, નિકલ કે સોડિયમ અમાલગમ કે ઇથેનોલ લઈ લો, આ રિએજન્ટ બધામાંથી કોઈ બી આ બધામાંથી કોઈ બી રિએજન્ટ હોય, તો કમ્પ્લીટ રિડક્શન થશે. કમ્પ્લીટ મતલબ 3 માંથી 2 બોન્ડ તૂટશે, 4 ઇલેક્ટ્રોન બહાર નીકળશે, 2 2 એકબીજાને મળશે, H2H2. Read on this. Clear? Now you make a note one thing. Shall take one example. Example, just for your understanding, CH3 C triple bond N. આને કહેવાય છે મિથેન નાઇટ્રાઇલ or cynomethane, cyno or methyl cyanide. Clear? If I use the reaction this hydrogen, palladium, nickel, okay, or sodium amalgam, so what will happen? This both bond will get break and will form here બે બોન્ડ તૂટે, 4 ઇલેક્ટ્રોન બહાર નીકળે, 2 ઇલેક્ટ્રોન અહીંયા, 2 ઇલેક્ટ્રોન અહીંયા, તો CH3 CH2 NH2. So if I take one carbon methyl, I will get 2 degree, 2 કાર્બન વાળું મને અમાઇન મળશે. જો છે 2 કાર્બન વાળું અમાઇન, અહીંયા 1 કાર્બન વાળું મિથાઇલ છે ને, so whenever I use this, amine will be of 2. Yes or no? Understood this? Here I will take 2, I will get 1 degree amine of 2 carbon. मतलब 1 કાર્બન વધે છે. So 1 carbon is increased by 1 here. Carbon is increased by 1. In this way you have to understand. But instead if I would have used a Stefan's reagent, then I would have got only CH2 NH I would have got primary amine. Understood or not this? Clear this part? So this is partial reduction with what? Stefan's reagent, and complete reduction with this reagents. Clear? Chalo. And this compound is known as a imine or imine. Clear? This compound is known as a methyl imine compound. This is known as a imine. Double bond NH, imine. Please remember this, imine compounds. Okay, bhai. Chalo. Clear? Next we will see the from amides. Last topic from amide. Take a screenshot. This is bit important, huh? Stefan's reagent. This is Stefan reaction. So Stefan reaction is to generate what? RCH double bond NH. I understood the partial reduction. So this formation RCH double bond NH, RCH double bond NH, it's imine, anything. Clear? Chala. Make a heading next. Last topic of the day. Make a heading from amides. Amides. Amide structure is C double bond O NH2. Clear? Chalo. So first we will say, we'll take amide, and here we are reacting with first with lithium aluminum hydride reducing agent, as we have seen in alcohol phenol ether, and second I am doing the hydrolysis. If I do this, I will get what? Amine, RCH2 NH2. First remember this, understand the reaction, then we will see the mechanism. Mechanism is very important here. So if I take amide, this is amide beta, amide, and this is amine, 1 degree amine. If amide is first made to react with a reducing agent lithium aluminum hydride, and second with and then I went to for the hydrolysis, so I'll get what? Amines. How? We'll see the mechanism. Before going to the mechanism, see the structure of lithium aluminum hydride. See, but the aluminum is a group number 13. 283. Yes, so aluminum atomic number is 13. So 283. So its outermost orbit will contain 3 electrons, which is donated to hydrogen, LH3. Now aluminum is belonging to the group number 13, which is an electron deficient group. Being that the octet is not complete. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still electrons are required. So what will happen? You know, H minus will come. H minus is a species. You know this. H minus, hydride species, H minus. So aluminum is a need of electron, and hydride is having the excess electron. So this hydride will donate its lone pair to this aluminum. So what will happen here? Al will gain the electron from this hydride, and one who has taken the electron creates negative charge. So here H, here H, here H. So in this way, aluminum hydride structure is formed. See, check it out. First understand the lithium aluminum hydride, how it is formed. Right? Aluminum hydride hatu LH3. Aluminum atomic number was 13. Due to that, it is having 283. Outermost orbit of aluminum having a 3 electron. So out of each electron is donated to hydrogen. So it will structure created is ALH3. Now if you see its outermost orbit, you know octet should be completed, but octet is not complete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And group number 13 is an electron deficient group. So this aluminium is in need of electron. Now there is a one species known as a hydride, H minus. So H minus is a species which is having the excess electron. So this H minus will donate its lone pair to this aluminium and make a bond, because aluminium is in need of electron, being electron deficient, and hydride is having the excess electron. So this hydride will donate its lone pair to this aluminium. So who has taken the electron beta? Aluminium. Aluminium has taken the electron. So one who gains the electron creates negative charge. Then hydrogen has given the electron, it will create positive charge. But hydrogen will not create the positive charge because it's 2 electron, its bitet is over, no? હાઇડ્રોજન આઉટરમોસ્ટમાં 2 છે, 2 પૂરો થઈ ગયો, તો પછી શું કરવા ભાઈ? ચાર્જ બનાવશે, ચાર્જ નહીં બનાવે, સ્ટેબલ થશે. એલ્યુમિનિયમ મેક્સિમમ 3 બનાવશે, પણ અત્યારે મેક્સિમમ એલ્યુમિનિયમે કેટલા બનાવી દીધા? 4. તો એક્સ્ટ્રા એક બનાવ્યો તો માઇનસ ચાર્જ આવશે. ક્લિયર? એના કરતાં ઓછા બનાવશે તો પ્લસ ચાર્જ આવશે. This part is clear? ચલો. So in this way AlH4 minus is generated. Now you know Li will form Li plus. Now this minus will be satisfied by whom? Plus. So Li can form easily Li plus because it's being a reactive metal. So this Li plus will react with this LH4 minus to form a bond. So this Li plus will react with LH4 minus and lithium aluminium hydride is generated. Lithium aluminium hydride is, in this way lithium aluminium hydride being a complex compound is generated. So this is the actual structure of lithium aluminium hydride, in which lithium carry positive charge and aluminium of AlH4 carries negative charge. Actually structure of lithium aluminium hydride is this. Clear? Now we will see the mechanism. See, it's very important. R, C, double bond O, NH2. Clear this part? See, in the first case, lithium aluminium hydride will come. In the first case, who will come? Lithium aluminium hydride. So this AlH4 minus will come. Out of LiLH4, AlH4 minus will come better. So here Al, here H, here H, here H, and here H, and this is minus charge on this aluminium. See this carbon and this oxygen. Carbon is associated with the oxygen who is more electronegative element. So this will create partially negative charge. This will create partially positive charge. So this hydrogen will attack, because this aluminium will give which kind of hydrogen? બેટા aluminium क्या टाइप નો હાઇડ્રોજન લીધો છે? H માઇનસ લીધો છે. Aluminium क्या टाइप નો હાઇડ્રોજન લીધો છે? H માઇનસ લીધો છે. હા કે ના? Aluminium has taken which kind of hydrogen? Minus. Now it will give which kind of hydrogen? H minus. So this aluminium hydrogen will give H minus to this carbon. ના સમજાવો. H. અહીંયા માઇનસ ચાર્જ છે કે નહીં? હવે એલ્યુમિનિયમ માઇનસ ચાર્જ કેમ લીધો છે? એલ્યુમિનિયમે કેવો હાઇડ્રોજન લીધો છે? માઇનસ વાળો લીધો છે ને. અગર રિવર્સમાં જઈશ, હું અહીંયાથી આમ જાઉં, પાછું અહીંયાથી આમ જાઉં, તો એલ્યુમિનિયમ AlH4 માઇનસ ને પાછું છૂટું પાડવું હોય તો કેમ છૂટું પડશે? H માઇનસ અને AlH3 ખાલી, હે ને? H માઇનસ અને AlH3. AlH3 તો સ્ટેબલ જ હતું ને એમને, પણ ઓક્ટેટ કમ્પ્લીટ નહોતું એટલે આપણે H માઇનસ લઈ આવ્યા છે. એના પર કોઈ ચાર્જ તો હતું જ નહીં, સાઇન તો હતી જ નહીં. એલ્યુમિનિયમ પાસે કોઈ સાઇન થોડી હતી LH3માં. H માઇનસ આપ્યું તો સાઇન આવી માઇનસ. હવે પાછું એને છૂટું પાડવું, પાછું રિવર્સ કેસમાં જાઓ તો LH3 નું LH3 ને H માઇનસ એમને એમ થઈ જશે. તો એ જે H માઇનસ છે, અહીંયા પાર્શિયલી પોઝિટિવ ચાર્જ છે, તો અહીંયાથી ભાઈ H માઇનસ નીકળશે. તો જો છૂટું કેમ પડે? AlH4 માઇનસ હતું, એમાંથી છૂટું પડ્યું H માઇનસ, ને AlH3 આ H માઇનસ આને અટેક કરશે, આ અહીંયાથી અટેક કરશે. હા કે ના? હવે AlH3 જેવું પાછું પહેલા જેવું બની ગયું. પાછું એલ્યુમિનિયમ આમાં ડેફિશિયન્ટ છે, ઇલેક્ટ્રોન ડેફિશિયન્ટ છે. ક્લિયર? તો સ્પીસીસ શું જનરેટ થાય જો સમજીએ. R C, અહીંયા નવો બોન્ડ બન્યો H સાથે, તો નવો બોન્ડ બનાવવાનો, જૂનો બોન્ડ તોડવો પડે O માઇનસ સાથે, NH2. ડન. નાઉ સી ધીસ ઓક્સિજન, આ જે કાર્બન સાથે જે ઓક્સિજન જોડાયેલો છે એના પાસે એક્સેસ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન છે, જાજા ઇલેક્ટ્રોન એક્સેસ છે ને, માઇનસ ચાર્જ છે, મીન્સ એને પાસે એક્સેસ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન છે. ના AlH3 માં એલ્યુમિનિયમ છે, હવે ઇલેક્ટ્રોન ડેફિશિયન્ટ છે, તો આ જે એલ્યુમિનિયમ જે છે એ આખી સ્પીસીસ એના પર આવી જશે. બીકોઝ ઓફ એલ્યુમિનિયમ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન ડેફિશિયન્ટ છે ને, ઓક્સિજનને બોન્ડ બની ગયા પછી એક્સેસ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન આવે છે, તો આ ઓક્સિજન આ એલ્યુમિનિયમ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન ડેફિશિયન્ટ સાથે બોન્ડ બનાવી લેશે. તો પાછા એલ્યુમિનિયમ એ ઇલેક્ટ્રોન લીધા તો એના પર પાછો કયો ચાર્જ આવશે? માઇનસ ચાર્જ આવી જશે પાછો. because who has taken the electron? Aluminum has taken the electron. તો પાછું ચાર્જ જો ઓક્સિજનના કેટલા બોન્ડ બની ગયા? 2 બોન્ડ સેટિસ્ફાઈડ છે. હાઇડ્રોજનના કેટલા બોન્ડ બની ગયા? 1 બોન્ડ સેટિસ્ફાઈડ છે. કાર્બનના કેટલા બોન્ડ બની ગયા? 4 સેટિસ્ફાઈડ છે. એલ્યુમિનિયમના બોન્ડ કેટલા બની ગયા? 3 ને 1 4. 4 બોન્ડ એલ્યુમિનિયમના બને તો એલ્યુમિનિયમ માઇનસ આવે. હવે પાછું એલ્યુમિનિયમને શું થવું છે ભાઈ? સ્ટેબલ થવું છે. તો શું કરશે ભાઈ? જો હવે કેમ થશે? સીધા મિકેનિઝમ. નાઉ this nitrogen will play a role. This nitrogen will donate its whole lone pair to this carbon. તો કાર્બન આ નાઇટ્રોજન સાથે નવો બોન્ડ બનાવશે તો જૂનો બોન્ડ તોડશે. અગર જૂનો બોન્ડ તોડશે તો ઓક્સિજન પોતાના ઇલેક્ટ્રોન લઈને બહાર નીકળી જશે. Now what will happen? Now we'll see the changes. R C double bond NH2, clear? And he is given the lone pair, means it will create now positive charge here H. And plus માં શું બહાર નીકળશે? O minus AlH3 minus. જો જ્યારે પણ એલ્યુમિનિયમના 4 બોન્ડ હોય તેને પર એલ્યુમિનિયમમાં માઇનસ ચાર્જ આવશે અને ઓક્સિજન પર 2 ચાર્જ આવશે. Clear this part? Now clear? So now see this. Now see again I can write down aluminum like this. H3 ના H2 ને ઉપર એક H. તો એને ઈ થયું ને બીજી તરીકે લખ્યું છે ને. ચલો see. Now see this. Now this is the nitrogen which is in a need of electron. તો જે ઇલેક્ટ્રોન પોતાના ડોનેટ કર્યા એ પાછા લઈ લેશે. એ પાછા લઈ લેશે તો કાર્બન ઉપર શું આવશે ભાઈ? ડેફિશિયન્સી આવશે. કાર્બનનો એક બોન્ડ ખૂટે ને તો આ કાર્બન આ હાઇડ્રોજન સાથે બોન્ડ બનાવી લેશે. તો આ હાઇડ્રોજન એને મૂકીને વહી જશે. તો શું આવશે ભાઈ આન્સર? આન્સર આવશે R C. ડબલ બોન્ડનું થઈ ગયું સિંગલ બોન્ડ NH2, નાઇટ્રોજન સ્ટેબલ. પહેલાથી હાઇડ્રોજન પાસે એક હાઇડ્રોજન, કાર્બન પાસે એક હાઇડ્રોજન હતું. હવે કાર્બન કેના ભેગું રિએક્શન કર્યું છે? આ હાઇડ્રોજન ભેગું. તો અહીંયા એક હાઇડ્રોજન આવે. હાઇડ્રોજન છૂટે તો અહીંયા આવે OAlH2. ઓકે, ઓક્સિજન પર માઇનસ ચાર્જ આવશે. હવે એલ્યુમિનિયમ પર ચાર્જ આવે કે ના આવે જોઈએ. પણ જ્યારે એલ્યુમિનિયમ પોતાના 3 બોન્ડ બનાવે છે કોઈ સાથે પણ તેના પર કોઈ જાતના ચાર્જ આવશે નહીં. 4 બનાવશે તો જ ચાર્જ આવશે. તો એલ્યુમિનિયમ કેટલા બોન્ડ બનાવે છે? 3 બોન્ડ બનાવે છે ને. એલ્યુમિનિયમ 2 હાઇડ્રોજન સાથે એક ઓક્સિજન તો કોઈ જાતના ચાર્જ આવશે નહીં. તો આ જે છે એ એક ઇન્ટરમીડિયેટ કમ્પાઉન્ડ બહાર નીકળશે. ઇન ધીસ વે વી પ્રિપેર્ડ વોટ? અમાઇન્સ. ઓર આઈ કેન રાઇટ ડાઉન ઇન ધીસ વે ઓલ્સો AlH2O minus. So in short see here. અહીંયાથી તમે અહીંયા આવો તો ઓક્સિજન જગ્યાએ શું આવી ગયું? હાઇડ્રોજન. તો આનું થઈ ગયું રિડક્શન, આનું થઈ ગયું ઓક્સિડેશન. જો LH4 માઇનસ શું થઈ ગયું? ઓક્સિડેશન. હવે માઇનસ કોણ સેટિસ્ફાઈ કરી લેશે? Li. તો LiOAlH2 આવું રિએક્શન થશે. તો જો ભાઈ લિથિયમ એલ્યુમિનિયમ હાઇડ્રાઇડનું થઈ ગયું ઓક્સિડેશન, આનું થઈ ગયું રિડક્શન. એટલે તો કહીએ છીએ આપણે રિડક્શન ફ્રોમ અમાઇન્સ. કેમ કે અહીંયા ઓક્સિજન રિમૂવલ ઓફ ઓક્સિજન ઇઝ ઓલ્સો વોટ? રિડક્શન. તો જો અહીંયા ઓક્સિજન નહોતું પણ અહીંયા હાઇડ્રોજન આવી ગયું. રિમૂવલ ઓફ ઓક્સિજન ઓર રેડિયમ ઓફ હાઇડ્રોજન ઇઝ વોઝ અ રિડક્શન. તો અહીંયા ઓક્સિજન રિમૂવ થઈ ગયું. તો જો આનું થઈ ગયું રિડક્શન આ કમ્પાઉન્ડનું એમાં અમાઇન્સમાં. અને આ જે લિથિયમ એલ્યુમિનિયમ હાઇડ્રાઇડ હતું એનું ફાઇનલી થઈ ગયું છે ઓક્સિડેશન. તો આ થઈ ગયું ઓક્સિડેશન. આ રિડોક્સ રિએક્શન છે જેના અંદરમાં અમાઇડનું રિડક્શન થાય છે પ્રાઇમરી અમાઇનમાં અને લિથિયમ એલ્યુમિનિયમ હાઇડ્રાઇડનું થાય છે ઓક્સિડેશન LiOH2 માં. ક્લિયર? Read of this. So this was your preparation of amine from amides. Thank you.